you're gonna refuse service?
I am gonna refuse service.
Okay.
You won't put your camera away. And
No, I don't have to. It's a public building, ma'am. I don't have to keep explaining
I don't have to give you a
this.
card unless you stop filming the customers in the building.
Okay, now you guys are causing a disturbance.
Are you filming right now?
Yeah, why?
I don't want to be on your phone. Can you please not record me?
Well, keep walking and don't engage.
Close the door.
Well,
Close the door and leave the building.
close the door and leave the building.
That's right.
I'll let you close the door, big guy.
I will.
And then I'm not. This is a public area. I don't need to leave the public area.
I say get out of here.
If you have an issue, you can certainly let me know. Otherwise,
Well.
It's unbelievable. Just by walking into a government building with a camera, you can make the employees there react as if something terrible has just happened. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at a series of dramatic situations where some government employees not only panic but also act as if they're facing a major threat, when in fact they're just facing a camera. Is the right to film in public respected, or is this a display of power gone wrong? Stay tuned. Library policy trumps Trump law.
So here you go. You can take it, read it over.
I don't need that because it doesn't trump the Constitution. This is my...
No, this is privacy issues.
An auditor walked into several public libraries in Pima County, Tucson, Arizona with a camera, but do you know what greeted him? Employees asked to stop filming, asked to leave, and even refused service. Yes, people paid by taxpayers acting like this is their private property, freedom of the press, plus access to public space. In libraries, it seems internal policy trumps the Constitution.
Pictures of the library. You're more than welcome to take pictures of the library and library staff using the library.
Oh, but it's a public building.
It is. Well, in the library there is. Give me one moment and I'll be right back with you to give you some information on that.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Lori.
to meet you. And you are?
My name is Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Hi.
Okay, give me one moment.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you. That's a policy, right?
This is in regards to Arizona revised statute. That revision, I will let you have that. Libraries are a public forum and this is under the Arizona revised statute. You can film the builders in the library, our patrons, people using the library.
That's it. I do my
It's for
research. They're in a public building. It's public.
But we're a limited forum, even though we're what you're calling a public building. Under the revised statute, folks have the right to confidentiality and not be filmed unless they approve of that.
Joe, there seems to be a misunderstanding of the law here. RS section 41-151.22 pertains to confidentiality requirements for library user records in Arizona. This law prohibits publicly funded libraries from disclosing any records or information that identify users. Simply put, it applies to libraries preventing the release of personal user information, not banning the public from filming or exercising their constitutional rights in the library. That was a random inspection at one library. Now let's move on to another library and see how the staff there treats civil rights.
Shall we? How you doing, sir? Good. You all right? How's your day?
We're just asking that you don't fire in here.
Oh, this is a public library, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's what gives me the right. Government issued. I'm allowed to film. There's no expectation of privacy. What's your name?
Okay. So,
I represent myself.
got it. Well, hold on just a moment. So we got a code of conduct here that says you're not allowed to film in the library.
Oh, let me see that.
So here you go. You can take it, read it over.
I don't need that because it doesn't trump the Constitution.
Issues. You're not allowed to film in the library.
This is government, though. Government issued.
No, it's not.
It's
This
private.
is a library.
It's private. There's no expectation of privacy in the government building. This is a public library, correct?
Huh?
This is a public library.
Public library here have a right to their privacy.
I just want to take a tour. I just want to take a tour around the library.
As long as you can't show people.
There's no expectation of
There
privacy
is
when you're
in
in
the library.
public.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't
library,
trump. That doesn't trump my rights.
It does. Read it. Take it with you.
I don't want
Otherwise, you're uninformed.
No, what's your name? Are you work here? Are you a government employee?
There always seems to be a major barrier to exercising constitutional rights at a library, or rather at most public libraries in America, from policy to user privacy to silly excuses like, the staff is uncomfortable. But the most important thing here? And the law is not based on emotions or convenience. It is based on principle and protected rights.
Arizona.
See, you're not listening. You're trying to educate us with things that aren't true. We have the real rules, the expectations with what I'm trying to tell you.
What you're trying to tell me doesn't apply to the civil
no,
rights.
See, you're not listening.
Excuse you, stop video recording me.
Can I help you out?
No, I told him to stop video recording me.
Okay.
I'm already. So.
Sir, I just want the library card. I'll get going, and I'll wait for the police. If you called the police. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. But what's the issue with the camera? Are you guys hiding something? What's the issue? You guys are
You're not listening to what I'm telling you. The people that come in here have an expectation to the rights of the press,
when you're
so
in
you
public.
can't see what they're reading. Listening to what I'm saying
But
again.
you're wrong.
Sorry.
You see what I'm saying? You're wrong.
You're not listening.
You're
to
wrong.
what
This
I'm
is
saying.
public.
That's why
This is. I don't want
things
that.
you
That's
need to
irrelevant
see,
to
but
me.
You're not listening.
That's irrelevant to
You're
me.
uninformed, and I'm sorry.
What's the definition of harassing? Filming is harassing? I think you better look up on your computer right there and go to
We've
Google
asked you to leave, and you're
and no
not.
crime to leave
Yes,
in a
you
public
have,
area. I
actually.
pay for this building. So the outcome on this second library pretty much was the same as proved my point. Cops did not show up, and I still did my victory lap. Stay tuned, because this definitely gets better. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
It's a violation of state law to video or photograph.
Public building. You guys are government employees, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I did this.
But you can't get other people.
But we're anything in public that we can see. They don't have no expectation of privacy, and we don't. I'm not here for them.
We have an editor's office.
Yeah.
Right there, that orange sign.
Yeah, but that doesn't trump my rights, though. I'm working on a story in the library, and it's our first. What was that? No, relax. I'm on my library card. I just got my address. I was in it.
I'm going to have to go and get you to leave because you're breaking the code of
No,
conduct.
you can't. I'm not breaking the code of conduct. Oh my God. Karen attack. So you're refusing service to me, to the public?
No, I'll be glad to give you a card.
I'm not filming.
Me.
I can film whoever I want.
Me, and I will give you a card.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you need to turn off the camera.
Listen, I'm just came to get my card. Can you just... It's not. You guys are becoming the issue. I just came to get a library card right now. I decided to get the address that I was missing around the building, which I'm allowed to do. They had just no expectation of privacy in public, man. That code of conduct is wrong. Refuse service?
I am going to refuse service.
Okay.
You won't put your camera away. And
No, I don't have to. It's a public building, man. I don't have to.
Customers in the building.
Okay, now you guys are causing a disturbance.
Actually,
That's right.
that's before any customers come.
Okay, fine. I'll do it
But you'll
really
need
quick.
to put your address and everything on here, and I need
Okay,
to see your
fine.
picture ID.
Yeah, I will show you that.
And if any customers come, then you have
I'm not shutting it. I document everything with the government. I'm not shutting it off. It's my right. It's my legal rights.
So,
I'm right here, and if it comes, if he jumps in, if they come right now, you're gonna refuse service?
Yes.
And they're gonna refuse service? Man, you guys are really,
Because
really.
you could get them in the vote.
But I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to. Yes. Okay, cool. You guys are. All of you are wrong. All of you are wrong. I'm just letting you.
So you just saw the results of the third library audit, a complete failure. But that's not even the craziest part of the library audit series. A citizen was suspended from the library, a civil servant cried and called the police for help. All will be in the next part of this video. Watch.
Make sure you don't get any customers, okay? They get privacy while they're using government resources.
And is there a law? Is there
Yeah, there's an Arizona law that says you can't.
Arizona law?
I think, didn't you hit a recent library?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I do recognize you.
How do you recognize me? How do you recognize me? You seen my video?
Paperwork for you. Because I've worked for you. Fortunately, you are suspended from Pima County Public Libraries at this time.
I'm suspended? Asking me?
Yes.
It is illegal for you to be filming in the library.
You know that this is a building that we pay for. It's a county building. That's
Suspension letter.
my suspension letter.
You may appeal it to our administration.
How am I getting suspended?
So you do have to leave.
I have to leave. Okay, so, sir, you know that this it's no expectation of privacy, you know, in a public building, and we just come. We're not trying to film patrons, but we are allowed to.
You can only film staff. You cannot film.
Are you serving me with this?
I am.
Okay, I refuse to serve the bogus serve.
That's fine. We're gonna call the police.
You're gonna call it. How you gonna serve me some papers that you don't even know who I am? Me? Yeah. I already refuse that. Suspended for filming in a public building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is against Arizona law for you to film.
The onus of the privacy of the patrons? You know that, right? That law that you guys
You know
have?
that it's illegal for you to film here and you insist on doing it.
How is
1 East Marion Cleveland Way. I have a patron who's suspended and they are trespassing, and if we could get some help, that would be good.
Is she crying?
You know that it's
We're not
illegal for you to be here.
How is it
and you still
illegal to
film
film in our building? How is that?
To leave, you have neglected to leave, therefore you are not trespassing.
No, but no. So you're giving me a trespass?
Yes, to leave, you refuse to leave.
I listen. How am I refusing to leave? You just served me with this. Is this a trespass warning?
Yes, it is.
So I've been trespassed from all libraries.
Yes, you have.
You can keep it. You guys are posters.
That's fine.
Pass me from here. I come in very peacefully, take a tour, and I'll be out. I would have been out of here already.
You're not very peaceful.
I'm not disturbing the library
Yes.
by filming.
You can film us.
Was I loud? Was I too loud for
Threatening
you?
to film the patrons is not so. There are people, and you just
I mean,
did.
I just did. Who, her? I filmed her. That's a patron. She has a right to privacy.
Sir.
She has a privacy.
Yes, she has a right to privacy.
Hey, you have a right to privacy. She's with us. She's with us, man.
I don't
She's
care
with
if
us.
you.
Calm down. It's okay.
Saying it's going to hurt somebody, she still has
Yeah.
a right to be private here.
She's with us. It's cool. She's with us.
Okay.
The cops are coming.
Let everyone know that they're filming.
Okay.
The cops are coming, so we can wait for them.
If you want to.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. How you doing, man? They decided to call you for overkill Patreons, bro. Can I get your quick name and badge number? Name and badge number real quick? I just want to...
told you to leave, right?
Oh, I gotta step out of the public building. You're on the...
She told you to leave? Yes. Okay, then don't come in here. Stay outside.
Wow, maybe the librarians called the right person to protect their feelings in this situation. Transparency and constitutional rights are probably not something that exists in libraries, and that's why we have to continue to stand up and assert our civil rights. First Amendment audit at the Irvine, California post office.
It off, please. I didn't give you permission to record.
No, it's my camera, so I decide what happens with
But
it.
it's my face.
Yeah.
If the library is firmly in the top spot, I bet 99% that the post office is the runner-up. Even though it's public property like any other government facility, just hold up a camera. You'll see a fascinating drama where some people act like their territory has been seriously invaded.
Hi, what are you guys taking pictures of?
Hi, good morning. How's it going?
Good.
Just shooting some...
Permission to record.
No, it's my camera, so I decide what happens
But
with
it's my face.
it. Yeah.
You walked up to us.
Yes.
You got our attention.
You walked up
You
to
got
me.
our attention.
It wasn't even on.
So just keep walking
You
and...
prompted me to turn it on.
Taking pictures.
It's none of your business.
Well, I'm taking pictures of you because you walked up to me.
But why are you taking pictures of?
Why do you care?
Because why are you stopping and talking? Why are you stopping and
Why are you
talking
yelling
to us?
at me?
Because you're not listening to me.
Because you're demanding answers, wanting to know what we're
And I
doing.
know what you're taking. Walk away from a camera.
Don't engage the people with cameras to begin with.
Wasn't even on till you walked up to me.
Never fails. So we got Mr. Upqua blue shirt there.
Wasn't even on till you walked up to me.
Yeah. I wasn't even recording until
What are you guys?
engaging me in conversation. How's your morning going?
Good, how is yours?
Oh, very good, thanks.
You all don't know anything about the First Amendment, but you see the difference between the two reactions. The guy in black seems pretty friendly, while Darren in blue, oh, I don't know why he's so rude. After having his feelings hurt by a camera in a public place, Darren seems to have called the police right away. Let's go back to the video and see what happens.
Sounds like he's on the phone with law enforcement, possibly. Up there's rules and regulations that gives us permission to do what we're doing.
I appreciate
right over here. Yeah. Sounds like he might have gotten a little 411 from dispatch there. Calmer. Legs and the rest of his body there.
Guys, have a good day.
Yeah, you as well.
You too.
Take care. Enjoy your rest of your weekend.
He got educated while he was in there.
Yeah. Got a little enlightenment and humbled up there, it seemed like.
Yep. Around like that.
Yeah.
That was nice that he did.
So I give credit to him for that.
Yeah.
It's nice. Can't complain about the weather.
Are you filming right now?
Yeah, why?
I don't want to be on your phone.
And don't engage me then.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You're talking to me. There you go. Cover your face. Good job. Bye now. People fail to realize that they're out in public, and you want that privacy, you got to create it yourself. And she's keeping her. She's doing her part as best she can. What's that?
Why are you filming us?
Oh, just filming a little bit of everything out here.
But you don't have our...
But she's recording us.
Yeah, she's got her phone pointed at us.
Just start it.
Is that like...
So I'm going to do it back to you?
It's all right. It's just a camera. It's not going to bite you.
But we don't like it.
Oh, well, then go somewhere where... Exactly.
It's a public place.
You just said
nailed
it.
on the head.
Us.
Yeah, it's a public place. We have the right to. Would you like to look at this information? Happy to share it with you. No, so you want to stay ignorant? Okay.
All right.
Oh, these reactions are exactly why we have to continue to conduct audits, because many people still don't understand basic freedoms. They think that if they don't like it or feel uncomfortable, it's automatically illegal, but the law doesn't operate on personal feelings. Just because you're uncomfortable doesn't mean someone else has to give up their rights. Tyrants try to kick the public out of public buildings with cameras.
The public area, I don't need to leave the public area.
I say get out of here.
That's fine, man. You can get out of here. Go ahead, kick rocks, pal.
Back to the familiar content of audits, filming, and observing public officials as they work. A citizen holding a camera enters the Starkey, Florida courthouse, but is immediately met with resistance from the building staff. At first, they show reticence, then protest, and then more aggressive protest. Which is the power of government or the power of citizens in this situation? Let's see.
Can you help me? I just need to get through here, my man.
What do you want? Where are you going? You are?
Yep.
Who authorized you?
What?
Where are you from? You don't? Well, maybe I won't let you in.
Is this a public entrance?
Yeah, public entrance.
Okay, well, hop in here, all right? Here we go. Matter of fact, we'll just put it on the tripod so I don't have to ask it. Do you got a name, my man?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's Beecham.
I'm gonna get my keys out of there first time.
What are you planning on doing?
We're literally just planning on going to the public. Is that court in this courthouse? Is that on the 3rd floor?
Yeah, but you can't go up there.
Yeah. Nope. That's right. Especially while court. What is it?
First and second floor.
Yeah. So is it just the court and court offices up on the 3rd floor?
Right. Can't go up.
Appreciation.
For a First Amendment audit?
What?
Are you here for a First Amendment audit?
All of that. We're just here to we just go around checking out the government buildings, making sure that the taxpayers get to see what they're paying for. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, so you want to watch us working? Is that it?
I don't mind if you'd like to show us.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm on the computer, so.
This room isn't public, but
Okay.
I'm going to ask for you to leave, please. Area in the office. You can go back in there if you would like.
Yeah. This is just what we do, man. This is our job. Until there's a sign and it's locked, or if it's unlocked and there's no sign, there's no indication.
I didn't know it was unlocked until I heard you at this
Okay.
door.
All right. Yeah. So we just need to get what we.
Well, that's kind of why I'm telling you need to leave.
I mean, what is it? We're not getting any of the.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just stand here and watch and let you do whatever you want to do.
That is what we actually offer most people that are concerned about it. It's like that we're not trying to do anything wrong. So. How old is this courthouse? Do you know?
Please get away from that cabinet. That's my election cabinet.
Your election cabinet. What's on in the cabinet?
Nothing until election night.
Like, is it your election? Everybody.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like, so if it's your election stuff regarding your re-election or election, or is it? Okay. So what's cabinet?
Election materials is the printers in there, the password's fucked up, and that's why it's in a locked room.
You do get room. Okay. The computers for the printers are in there. The printers are in there. What is the nature of the sensitive material?
Yeah.
Is it just like you don't want us to see it, or is there actually something in the public can't see?
There's nothing bad in there, if that's what you're...
Confidential in there?
Yes.
Like what?
No, sorry.
Regardless of whether this office has classified documents in it or not, you have to accept the fact that public officials do not like the public recording and monitoring them or their building in any way. Public officials do not like cameras, and so they are willing to abandon their professionalism to behave like this.
I don't see what the problem is. What is in this that you don't want us to see?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Right.
We're the public.
Record all you want.
Okay, I was just wondering, because that's the only thing is we just like to know if there's anything going on. That would be an issue by definition, because we pay for you guys to do the work you do. So if you can't tell us what you're doing.
Do you not think that we get checked and double checked by other
They are.
agencies?
Yep, they are other forms of government, and therein lies the issue. It's like asking a kid in 2nd grade to.
No, I can't say that. If you ever come through a State Board of Accounts audit, they don't pull in, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, what happens to you guys if you don't come through a state of accounts audit?
It depends on how bad it is.
Yeah. Yep. I know it. I mean, the only thing is there's like personal ramifications. Looking bad, I could get prison time. I could get my property stolen. But are you guys going to get prison time? Or?
You, the public, are the ones that hire us.
Yeah, and that's why we say.
If I'm not doing my, has every right of saying no, you're not going to get hired for the next 4 years.
Right. The only thing is that unless we can't know if you're doing your job to the best to what we hold your, what we think your standards should be. That's the thing. So.
Everything okay in here? Perfect. Okay.
But yeah, that's make sure that our servants are doing their job as they should be, And if there is something going on, I'm glad that myself, because it didn't look like there was anything in there. I just wanted to know what really is going on around here, because the hell is really going on around here, It really is. It's like, what in the heck is going on? But all right, what was your name?
You get better involved, so.
Yeah, no doubt. So what was your... Okay, so, all right, nice meeting you, the clerk. Certainly is. I really don't know yet, man. We just got to keep on going, you know what I mean? Keep on seeing what... What's going on in here?
That's not public.
It doesn't say that.
Well, it isn't. It's Commissioner's office. Close the door.
Close the door and leave the building?
That's right.
I'll let you close the door, big guy.
I will.
And then I'm not... This is a public area. I don't need to leave. That's fine, man. You can get out of here. Go ahead. Kick rocks, pal.
Hit the road.
Okay, yeah. Dial. See you later, alligator. I really don't care. Hey, if you're leaving, you can leave, buddy, but I'm not leaving, so. Right now, too, so.
What is your job?
Yeah. No, I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
No, don't answer. You can take that attitude and sit back in your chair and be a superhero, man. Just go right back to it.
Yeah, get out of here.
Shut up.
Where'd you come from?
Sorry.
Where you from?
Didn't I just tell him? I don't answer questions. Is something going on here today, sir?
No.
Okay. Your comprehension skills seem to be lacking.
That's right.
Yeah, I'd agree.
At least he acknowledges it.
Yeah, and we always like a man who can be honest with himself. Hello.
Security. I don't know. They won't say who they are.
That's damn straight.
Okay.
What was that law about opening a door in public? Opening a door in public? You never heard of that law? No. So, man, what was that law about opening a door in a public building?
That's not.
We paid for that door, man. The public, taxpayers.
It's not a public door. Commissioner's office is not.
Yeah, no, they're a public.
But his office is not public.
So does he own that office then? How much did he pay for it? Oh, you're right. You just got to know the law. So unless there's a law against opening that door, why don't you just go ahead and mind your own business? Good stuff. Yeah, I'm going to as well. This is my building. I help pay for this, so I don't need a public servant telling me what to do while I'm in Indiana taxpayer. Doesn't my accent speak for itself? Yeah. Good. Then you shouldn't have a problem with freedom.
I ain't got a problem with freedom at all.
Good. Then while we're in a public building, you just enforce the law and let people do what's lawful.
There's nothing here that says you can't bring a camera in here and take pictures.
There's nothing, you're right, there is no law that says that. There's no law. You didn't let me do anything, man. I'm a free American. The government doesn't let us do things. We let the government.
We are the government.
No, I'm not the government. I pay the government to provide services for me. The government are against the people. That's why you think you've got the idea of, I let you do this and I let you do that. Yeah. Well, you're lucky that the door is locked. I went in that room too. Is there a room? And so is that office. Yeah, unless there's a property owner, it's public.
Locked because you locked it. That's why it's locked.
Yeah. What's going on back here? Storage room? Is that locked too? No. No, it's not locked. Okay.
Bill Doolin?
Bill Doolin. Okay. All right. And allow government to do things around here. Okay. Yeah. We got some good old boys here. And you're used to the days where they can just bully the public and have no consequences, which is evidence of that. The whole, well, I may just not let you into this building.
Let you have freedom.
This is my building. You're gonna let me do anything in it. You should be grateful. And I bet these are the kind of people that say our country isn't what it used to be. Yeah, if Thomas Jefferson and George Washington saw how he would be ashamed. You are just like the redcoats that they killed because they were acting like you. Maybe you should just rethink your behavior when you're talking to the public. The public doesn't owe you any respect while you're in the employment of the sheriff's department. That's the way that works. I usually wish people, you have a good day. You weren't being ridiculous at all, but you, man, you need to shape up for sure.
Great audit. Some so-called public officials should just focus on their jobs and respect the law, instead of treating the people who pay them with such hostility and lack of control. As long as public officials disregard the public and our basic rights, the cameras will remain on. First Amendment audit at Vigo County Hall, Indiana. Police hate citizens knowing the law.
Any office in this building?
Absolutely, we are. And we went, I actually went and did it after you guys told me not to, so it's already been done though, so.
Bye, have a nice day.
All right, yeah. You're just
public officials and transparency cameras seem to be sworn enemies, and the following situation is a perfect example. Citizen Hendry arrived at the Vigo County Hall with a simple goal: check on transparency to make sure public officials respect citizens' rights. But as usual, the appearance of a camera immediately caused chaos in the system. Employees were upset, the police arrived immediately, and more crazy people appeared, all because of a camera.
Please come in. No, thank you. I'm good.
What are you doing?
I'm just recording.
Well, for what?
I'm with the press.
What press?
The People's Press. Well, that's fine. There are plenty of jobs in the private sector that you won't be able to be recorded in. That's fine. It said please come in, but okay.
You're not,
What's your name?
If you have an issue, you can certainly let me know.
Well,
this is how public officials treat the people of Vigo County. What do you think? A city hall, a place that exists on the taxpayers' money, should respect the public, but you see, they choose to behave poorly, even inventing all kinds of tricks to hinder the rights of the very people they are supposed to serve.
What's going on? Even for...
Nothing.
Do you look like you're videotaping?
Yes.
What for?
You're not hearing right.
You doing all right?
Which
Good.
press are you with?
I'm just with...
Doesn't sound like you are with the press.
Yeah, I'm a freelancer. Freelance journalist.
What's up, guys?
Nothing much.
Out here, commoners only.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Notice the big guy starts saying, the little short fat one starts barking orders immediately. That's why I focus on him.
I've been notified, so
okay,
it's fine. So what is it? What qualifies as a common area? Isn't it a publicly accessible area?
Offices are not public. They're public accessible, but you cannot record in office due to confidential.
If it's publicly accessible, we are allowed.
In offices, you can record in public areas only in the city hall.
It sounds like you're giving unlawful order. Well, why are you moving close to me, man? Let's keep it 6 feet, all right? I like kind of social distance with.
This is recording
what is it?
Common areas, which are hallways. You've been notified.
What's your name and badge number?
My last name's Merritt. Areas only, which are hallways. You're not allowed to go in offices.
Publicly accessible areas is where I'm allowed to record.
Not in offices.
Publicly accessible. Be happy.
You want to come downstairs? I'll show you where it says right outside the courtroom door where you can't do it in the courtroom.
Yeah, that's because that's a courtroom. No, there is a difference. It's a courtroom. Are you backing up what he's saying, or?
I'm backing up what he's saying, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you're. Well, okay.
You go online and do it on the website too.
No, I'm not trying to do that. I'll make sure I get it, and I'll make sure that we get one of supervisors. You work for me.
I don't work for you.
No, you absolutely do.
No,
I pay your paychecks. I don't know what you think you do.
You do not pay my paycheck.
Oh, you don't. Genius?
Not you.
Not me?
How much property do you own?
How much property do I own? Yeah. 0.
Okay,
but
so
how many 13%?
Taxes go towards the police department, so you actually don't.
It doesn't matter. My parents do, and they pay your paychecks, all right? So, and it doesn't matter
Bye.
really.
Have a nice day.
All right, well, goodbye.
You're not allowed in any office in this building.
Absolutely, we are. And we went at it after you guys told me not to, so. And I don't know what you want to do about it. It's already been done, though, so.
Bye. Have a nice day.
I mean, do you have somewhere to go, or while you're on my dime or my parents' dime, as we established here? Devin, I do wish you had something to do. I wish you could go get a real job, but instead you go around.
See, all you're trying to do is antagonize people to get them to argue with you.
And then you ran away.
Because you're walking in offices, you're not supposed to be in recording.
I'm supposed to be in every public office.
No, you're not.
That
You
this
just
is.
walk in the judge's office or walk in a courtroom.
Oh, that's different. I mean, that's different. But
Exactly.
these
It's
public
not any office.
contempt of court if I'm in her courtroom.
And you also can't just walk in his office, his private office.
No, see, that's backed up by law. What you're saying, show me the law. I'll show you the law. I've got both your names and badge numbers. So,
Show us.
No, I would. Okay.
Okay, folks. A citizen simply exercised his legal right, but in return he was met with obstruction, hostility, and even questionable behavior from the very people who were supposed to serve the public. But again, we will not accept this. We will fight to bring professionalism and transparency to the system. What just happened is hard to accept, but not uncommon. Just a camera is enough to make some government employees react in unexpected ways. Some calmly do their duty, but others immediately confront and even abuse their power. Either way, each of these situations gives us a clearer perspective on how citizens' rights are exercised. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos.